Hey everyone, J-Ro here, back with another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video, and today I am bringing you a guide and a clear for Escalation Challenge Kefka level 20. Alright, so before we get into it, if you could please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. Alright, so today we will be going against Kefka in the Escalation Challenge level 20. Kefka is an old Final Fantasy 6 boss. He is actually the main boss of Final Fantasy 6, the actual game, but here we only used to have to go up to EX3. Now we have a Kefka that we have levels on, so let's go ahead and refresh our memory on what Kefka is all about. He is weak to fire, lightning, and ice. Recommended sigils to bring are circle, triangle, or X. It is immune to poison, darkness, silence, stun, fatigue, fog, enfeeble, physical attack down, physical defense down, magic attack down, and magic defense down. Alright. Uses many powerful magic attacks, meaning you need magic defense up. Elemental weaknesses change while force gauge magic tech power is active. The gauge can be depleted by exploiting the enemy's elemental weakness, which means using the element that he is weak against, of course. Unleashes a powerful attack after a certain amount of time if the force gauge is not fully depleted. Inflicts magic defense down with hyperdrive. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the team that I am using to complete this task. So today we are going to be running our Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith team. Cloud being a lightning DPS, Tifa being an ice DPS, and then we got Aerith being our main imperiler and buffer, plus healer, of course. Alright, so we'll start off by looking at the high wind real quick. Here are my stats, and here are my abilities. And for role streams, we have Aerith maxed out, we have Tifa's maxed out, and Cloud has just enough to have the 5% boost to his attacker tuning. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll start off with Tifa. So we have her rocking her blue daffodil attire, which gives her reprieve, and her ice mastery, which is 30% damage. Alright, next up in the main hand, we're running the Holy Flame gloves for physical attack and ice potency. Next up, we are running our blue daffodil gloves. This gives us our exploit weakness and our abilities of attack our allies and ability potency. Alright, next up we have the premium heart, giving us our 3 casts of haste and providing us with our abilities of ability potency and attack boost. Looking at our sub equips, I am running the pressured ridge for physical attack and ice potency. Next up, I have the Amaranth Claws, which gives us HP and physical ability potency. You can always swap this out for Twinkling Star or for Mad Minute. Those are good substitutes. Alright, and then the last weapon is the Bahamut Greatsword for physical attack our allies, physical ability potency. Looking at materia, I brought 2 of my strongest ice potency materia. Alright, and then I brought a Thundara Blow. This is actually being used. It is a physical attack stat stick, but I'm also using it to assist with the Thunder Bar. Alright, so because Tifa is the ice DPS, we are bringing Diamond Dust with Shiva for the summon. Alright, looking at her R abilities, they are boost HP level 3, physical attack level 7, ice potency level 7, ability potency level 5, physical ability potency level 5, and there you go. Looking at her stats, they are HP 16.5, pack attack 12.6k, and magic defense 139. Alright, let's go ahead and check out our Thunder Lightning DPS Cloud. We have him running his Murasame Battle Garb. Of course, yeah, this is the upgraded Murasame now because it has that 10 points in physical attack. And then, of course, his Lightning Arcanum. Then looking at the main hand, we have our Murasame here, our lightning DPS weapon that is physical attack and lightning potency R abilities. Next up, we have Lock Sword. This will give him his lightning damage boost along with, of course, fire and ice as well for 3 ATB. Then the R abilities of attack and ability potency. Alright, next up, we have our Ultimate Buster Sword with the R abilities of boost ability potency and physical defense. Next up, for sub-equips, we have our Bahamut Cutter for physical attack all allies and physical ability potency. We have the Cool Cat's Megaphone for physical attack all allies, lightning potency. And we're running the Glavenus Sword for HP and physical ability potency. You can substitute the same type of weapons as I mentioned for the Amaranth Claw. So basically Twinkling Star, Mad Minute. And there's a slew of actual HP, physical ability potency weapons that we've gotten for free as well. Okay? Alright. Looking at materia, Cloud has my strongest pack attack materia. Looking at the bottom one, this is my strongest one. Next up, we have a Fire Blow that is a high physical attack materia. And then we do have a Blizzara Blow that does have ice potency. Alright. Then we are using, of course, Remove for the summon because this is our lightning DPS. For the R abilities, we're looking at boost HP level 4, physical attack level 7, attack level 3, lightning potency level 7, ability potency level 6, and physical ability potency level 5. Looking at his stats, they are HP 16.7k, physical attack is 12.6k, magic defense is 153. Alright, now last but not least, we have our healer in Aerith. She is actually running Terra's Garb, which will give her physical magical ward and buff debuff extension plus. In the main hand, we are running the Kamara Wand. This will give us our physical attack up and magic defense up high, also giving us the R abilities of boost HP and buff debuff extension. Next up, we have the Terra's Rod. This will, of course, lower the 3 resistances of Kefka. So fire, ice, and lightning resist down high on 1 cast for 4 ATB. Giving us the R abilities of boost HP, buff debuff extension. Then, of course, we are running Princess Guard, so we can get that 3 additional ATB and, of course, a 30% heal. And the R abilities of boost heal and regen boost. Next up on the sub-equips, we are running the new Duraplades for physical attack our allies and buff debuff extension. Next up, we are running the Marching Horn for boost heal and buff debuff extension. And last but not least, we're running the Umbrella for lightning resist and magic defense all allies. Alright, looking at materia, in the third materia slot, we have Akira that will serve as our AoE heal, which is a high healing stat Cura. Then next up, we have in the middle slot a single target Cura that will be a boosted by 20% heal. It still is a heal stat stick. Alright, and we have a Runra that is a healing stat stick. Then we have the Breath of the Earth Limit Break. Alright. Looking at her R abilities, they are boost HP level 8, boost heal level 6, buff debuff extension level 7. Alright. Looking at her stats, well, let's look at the party-wide R abilities. In total, they are Aerith is bringing us physical attack all allies, magic defense all allies level 3. Tifa is bringing us physical attack all allies and attack all allies level 3. And Cloud is bringing us P attack all allies level 6. Alright, so looking at her stats, Aerith's stats come out to be 26.3k. Her physical and magic attack really don't matter, so magic defense is 191 and heal is 5.4k. Alright, So one thing to note, the reason that my primary DPSs are lightning and ice, because the only two bars that I have seen when you do the escalation challenge is lightning and ice. There is a potential for fire, but I've never actually seen it. So there you have it. So you do want to technically bring yourself just two DPSs that can handle that. And as you can see, I kind of compensated for not having a fire just in case I needed it with some fire blows. All right. Well, that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get into the guide and get the clear on Escalation Challenge Kefka level 20. Also, one thing that I did forget to mention, you need at least 12k HP because the opening move that Kefka does, called Forsaken, will do 12k damage no matter if you have magic defense up or in defense position. Alright, so because of HP threshold reasons, I did the magic defense up with Aerith. Here we are. We're tanking the Forsaken here. Do not heal at this point. He's gonna do Heartless Angel. You will know this move from Sephiroth. It will reduce our health down to 1. From here, this is where you want to heal. So as you see, I'm gonna combo heal myself back up with a heal and Jubilation to get that extra heal in real quick. Alright. As you can see, Cloud has boosted his lightning damage up. Tifa is doing damage with her ice damage, okay? Alright, so coming out of this, he's gonna put up Perfect Barrier, which is gonna refresh all of his shields. No reason to heal here because the next phase he will do Heartless Angel and go into the Sigil phase. From here, you want to go ahead with Aerith if you're using Terror Rod to go ahead and lower the resistances back down. Heal once he is interrupted. Alright, so now that he has been interrupted, the next phase that is going to come up is his Lightning Gauge phase. So we want to prepare Cloud. So after he got that one shot here in, I'm waiting a little bit and I'm going to reactivate his move to get his lightning damage up. And now we're going to go ahead and start doing damage to him. Activating the overspeed to get those extra hits in real quick. And before the overspeed can go out, I'll go ahead and do Judgment Bolt to give me a nice chunk of the bar to be reduced. Alright. In the meantime, Tifa will be using her exploit weakness and also Thundara blows to assist Cloud with taking the bar down. Alright. And just be mindful that you do need to make sure to try to keep Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith kind of well healed up during this session. After you reduce his Magitech power bar down to nothing, it will stun him for a short time, which is the ample time to get a lot of good DPS in him. Alright, looks like one more good hit here. This is why I'm going ahead and activating haste on Tifa, so that way once he's stunned, Tifa can begin attacking in ice, getting in as much damage as she possibly can, even with the overspeed as well. Alright. Alright, so just keeping our magic defense up, keeping that physical attack up on all the characters, and also just getting as much damage in as we can. Alright, so now he has his resistances back up, so we got to get those back down with Aerith. And as you can see, here comes Forsaken, so you want to make sure you have at least 12k HP at this point. Alright. Coming out of that, I'm going to use Breath of the Earth to give us a good heal. Alright, now getting back into it, Aerith is going to go ahead and get those resistances lowered again. Alright, now we got to deal with the ice bar, so this is where Tifa comes in at. And this time Cloud will be assisting with Blizzara blows, okay? This is why I held the Shiva for now, because I didn't want to use it. I needed to save it for this bar. And word of advice, you do probably want to switch to defense mode when you see that Kefka is about to do an attack, just to reduce the amount of damage you're gonna take. Alright. Also pay attention that Light of Judgment is charging, so you do want to be fairly healed up at this point so you can tank that attack. It's easy to forget that that attack is going on while you're focusing on the magic attack bar. Alright, here's that Light of Judgment. And as soon as he finishes Light of Judgment, he's going to be stunned. So at this point, you just want to go ahead and do as much DPS as you can, because once he gets to red, he goes into his final attack phase, where basically he's going to charge a greater Light of Judgment, which will basically defeat the entire team. Alright, but first he's going to do Heartless Angel, and after that I'm going to immediately go ahead and heal. Alright, so alright, and there you go. You see, there it is. He's getting ready to charge up his ultimate attack here. But that doesn't mean he can't attack while he's charging it, does it? So he's throwing these Graveras down. And yeah, he's just talking a whole bunch of crap. So you just want to, you're on a timer, so you're trying to make a fine balance between healing and dealing DPS at this point. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and throw my summons in. I held it till both summons were able to be used at the same time. He's almost down. Ooh, so close. So close. Okay, I see I didn't have any physical attack up. Might have did a lot more damage if I had had physical attack up. Alright. I can't even focus on getting magic defense up because I'm having to use all my ATB on healing here. And at this point, I'm even attacking in defense mode because I'm like desperately trying to finish him here. Alright, looks like one more shot. Boom. Alright, and there you have it. That is how we defeat the Escalation Challenge level 20 against Kefka. Alright, so first thing I do definitely want to know is, like I said in the beginning of the battle, is that you do want to make sure you do bring at least 12k HP, because that is the minimum threshold of HP needed to survive Forsaken. After that, you want to, of course, build magic defense on your characters. As you can see, we only see two phases here: a lightning bar phase and an ice bar phase. So theoretically, you should never need fire. So you want to build, if you can, build a dual DPS with ice and lightning, or if you can build a team similar to this with two different DPS, you shouldn't have too many issues, especially if you're able to bring someone like Aerith here, who can lower both, lower basically all three elements at one time. But then you also have Matt, who has the perfect weapon in Nautilus Spiral that can work here as well, because it does lower lightning resist down and ice resist down. But the ice resist has a condition on it, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be the lightning resist. Yeah, the lightning resist has the condition on it. So with that being said, I hope you found this guide informative. If you did, remember to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content, and with that, I'll see you in the next one. Later.